Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your timeless intuitive reading. If this message resonates or you find it helpful, then it's for you. All right, let's get into it. So, I was channeling your energy last night to prepare for this reading, and a few messages came through. So, I'm going to share those with you now, and then we'll jump right into the cards. So, as soon as I started to channel your energy, I heard the word scream. And that kind of evolved into this feeling of um, pent up energy that is needing to be released. I feel like there is some kind of pent up anxiety or worry in your system that is not being processed, and so it needs to be released. So maybe you do need to scream. Maybe scream into a pillow, or draw your feelings, or something, some kind of healthy outlet to express this pent up energy. I also heard the phrase spinning your wheels, and you need to come back to center. You're spinning your wheels because you are not centered, and you get centered by getting grounded. Now, there are a bajillion ways to get grounded, so I asked, what's the most powerful way for Gemini to get grounded right now? And I heard, go outside. It's very strong, go outside. So do whatever you feel called to do, of course, to get grounded. There are so many different ways. But there is something particular about getting fresh air, going for a walk, or connecting with nature. Now, in terms of the elemental energies supporting you right now, for plants, I heard pine, musk, mesquite, and hawthorn. In terms of animal energies, I heard hawk and rabbit, which is kind of they have an interesting relationship. And then for a crystal, I heard the word rhodonite. I have never heard of this crystal before, but that's what I heard, so I wrote it down and I Googled it. It is, in fact, a crystal. And rhodonite is a stone of compassion, emotional balance. It clears emotional wounds from the past and nurtures love. So that sounds perfect. All right, so those are my notes. Let's get into the cards. I did pull one oracle card for you already to represent the main message that you need to hear today, and you got Adorn. Now, I do think it's interesting that there are two masks. I don't know if you can see that. There's a blue mask and then a red mask. And of course, Gemini is the twins, right? So there's something there about that, connected to that. Now, here's what the guidebook says. There are many ways we adorn our bodies with the clothes we wear, the jewelry we layer on, and the way we style or color our hair, as well as how we apply makeup and pierce or tattoo our skin. Each is a way to craft identity, to show the outside world how we see ourselves. We also use these items to protect ourselves, to disguise or pretend, to explore aspects of ourselves. Inversely, how we adorn our bodies can have an influence on how we feel. Adornment is a way to transform into our true self, as well as a means to explore other aspects of our personality. So it's all, I don't know, it's like the feeling that I'm getting is, you're asking yourself the question, who am I going to be today? What mask am I going to put on today for the world at large? And I think maybe a more important question is not who do I want to be today, but who am I today? Who am I today? And then allowing that personal truth to inform the way that you curate your appearance, your adornment, right? The clothes you wear, the jewelry you wear, if you wear makeup, your makeup, even just the way you carry yourself and the energy that you bring forward into the world. All of those things, the way we adorn ourselves, they can be a way to hide, or they can be a way to express self-love. So what I feel coming through this card right now is an invitation for you to be very intentional about the mask you wear, the way that you adorn and carry yourself. Is it a way of hiding, or is it self-expression? Is it love of self, right? So shift the question from who do I want to be today to who am I today, and how can I display that? Okay. All right. Now let's move into the tarot. All right, what's the primary experience that Gemini is moving through right now? This one? Got it. Ooh, the world. Whoa. Feeling a sense of wholeness and completion, connection within yourself. Huh. I have to say, my mind is connecting this back to spinning your wheels. And of course, there's a circle, right? Spinning your wheels and needing to find the center point within the spinning wheel. Life is inviting you to find that center point, that anchor that is you, your truth, right? Going back to the masks. Who am I today? That's your center point, right? Oh, okay. So the world is saying that there's some kind of completion happening in your life. I'm hearing coming full circle. Something is coming full circle. Bringing the end into the beginning. I don't know. That's just what I'm hearing. I'm hearing rising above the noise. Rising above the noise to be at one with yourself. Ooh, this is really good. So, you know, this pent-up energy that I was tuning into, and spinning your wheels, feeling kind of anxious and whatnot. I think it almost feels like it's coming up for you because it's trying to purge out of you, because you are ready to step into a greater state of wholeness, centeredness, personal truth, right? And so all of the anxiety that would take you away from that has to be purged out. And maybe that's why it's coming up. This Gemini. Ooh, Temperance. Ooh, and the King of Wands. Yeah, okay. This is a beautiful healing moment for you. It feels like shedding. I'm hearing shedding all that isn't yours so that you can find balance within your system and connect with a fresh perspective to the truth of your passion, and how you can consciously choose to bring that passion forward into the world through the way that you show up. Whoa, I love this for you. Okay, this is great. What is the primary challenge that Gemini is facing right now? What is the primary challenge that Gemini is facing right now? Eight of Wands. Yeah. Oof. There's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on. The Eight of Wands represents pure movement, pure fast action, potentially rapid change. This one, Queen of Bats, which is the Queen of Swords. I feel like what I'm just getting intuitively is like your challenge is to be able to sift through all of the information that's coming at you. Like, it's a deluge. I'm hearing it's a deluge of movement, momentum, change, information, a deluge of movement. And your challenge is to be able to sift through that in order to connect to and ground into personal truth. Yeah. So again, it's like it's all tying together. It's all tying together to what I was channeling earlier. Needing to get grounded, needing to get centered, so that you can literally be the eye of the storm, right? This balanced, still center point of truth, no matter what kind of chaos is happening around you. You're not going to get caught up in it because you're connected and fully embodied in personal truth. Who am I today? I know who I am today, and I'm going to choose with my free will to show up fully in the truth of me. And maybe what I'm getting for some of you is the way that you adorn yourself, the way that you dress, the way that you present yourself. It can almost, that in and of itself can maybe act as an anchor and a reminder, like a visual reminder for you, so that as you go about your day, it's very easy for you to connect back to your truth because it's right here. You decided to wear your truth today. So it's not hard to reconnect with it. If you get distracted, it's like, oh yeah, no, I'm embodying the energy of the sun today, or whatever. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Any more challenge? I feel like one more wants to come out for the challenge. I just saw 1313. No. Yeah, there it is. Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a challenge. More fire. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I mean, it feels like it's very easy for you to get swayed off center, out of center, when you're engaging with other people. Like, other people can very easily knock you off of your center, right? Something like that. That's what I'm picking up. So your challenge is to stand in the truth of who you are in the face of chaos, distraction, other people's truths, other people's energies. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Hold the pose, right? Can you hold the pose of personal truth in the face of the world, in the face of other people, not when you're just by yourself, right? Okay. All right, what's the advice? Let's wrap it up with some advice. What does Gemini need to know or do? There. The High Priestess. Ooh. Okay, the High Priestess is saying, make sure that you make time to be still. This is another way to slow down and get grounded, right? Get centered, I should say, and get grounded. Be still. Almost like approach yourself with a sense of reverence. See yourself as a mystery. It feels like Pandora's box. It's like, can you engage with yourself like you are Pandora's box? And you really don't know what you're going to find when you open that lid. It's going to be a beautiful surprise. You know, can you be in stillness with yourself, because it's in stillness when you're holding reverence for the mystery of who you are. Yeah. That you will unlock your greatest potential. That's what I'm hearing. And there are deeper truths to you than you know of, than you are aware of. The High Priestess represents the threshold between the conscious and the unconscious. She is always an invitation to be still and to sink into the unconscious, to sink into your intuition. I'm just hearing there's more to you than you know. Any other advice for Gemini? Okay, 5 of Swords. Oh, got it. Okay. When you are centered and you are showing up fully embodied in your truth, adorned in authenticity, it might make some people uncomfy. It might make some people feel triggered or upset, or maybe like they thought they knew who you were, but they were wrong. You are more multifaceted than some people realize. There's more nuance to the truth of you. You are dynamic. You are in a way, even though you're an air sign, you are fluid. It's like kind of like being a chameleon, but in the best possible way, not in a bad way. So own that. Own that. If some people are made uncomfortable or are resistant to you showing up more fully in your power, then take that as a sign that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You know? Okay, any other advice? I'm hearing pull one more. Seven of Swords. Have fun. That's what I'm hearing when I look at this. It's like, have fun. And if people get triggered by you sometimes, if you just being you, then laugh. Literally laugh. Not at them. Like, don't laugh at somebody who's in pain or triggered. You know what I mean? It's like, you're not being mean. It's like, there's this incredible sense of playfulness. There's an invitation to be playful about the whole process of taking back your power. There's, you know what is actually coming up to me right now? There is something about trickster energy here. Trickster energy. And the trickster, or like the fool, the jester, even like I'm hearing leprechaun energy, even maybe like fae energy. There's something really, really powerful in that for you. There is a connection in all of that for you. Part of you being in your power is, I'm seeing you as almost like this shimmering, there's this shimmering quality to you that is kind of effervescent. What's the word? Effervescent? Or like quicksilver. And people can't quite pin you down. There's a trickster quality to you and your power. There's like that twinkle in your eye, right? And some people can't handle that. But that's too bad for them. Don't be afraid to embody that part of you. It's beautiful. Okay. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I hope that this was helpful or at least thought provoking. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye.